Hello my dear students, it is part 4 of the series Chemical Properties of Haloalkanes. In this part 4, we will be discussing two reactions related to haloalkanes. One, reactions with metals, and second, their rearrangement reactions. Alright, so let's see one by one these reactions. So first of all, reactions with metals. In the reactions with metals, we are going to see two reactions. First is reaction with sodium, which is also popularly known as Wood's reaction. And second, reaction with magnesium, which is actually the preparation of Grignard reagent. So one by one, we'll have a look on these reactions. So first of all, Wood's reaction. In the Wood's reaction, alkyl halide is made to react with sodium metal, very specific sodium metal, in the presence of dry ether. Dry ether is very important. Remember and to write in the exam. If you miss out dry ether in the exam, so dear students, for this equation, you'll get 0 marks. So remember, presence of dry ether is very, very important. So alkyl halide, whichever alkyl halide you are taking, okay? It's two molecules. They react with two atoms of sodium in the way with the removal of sodium halide, alright? And resulting into the formation of alkane. So this reaction is actually used to convert alkyl halide into alkane. It is a wonderful reaction which can be used in the conversion. Alright, and the most important thing of this reaction is here the number of carbon gets doubled. Means if we are using any alkyl halide with one carbon, alright, so you will get alkane with 2 carbons and so on. If we are using alkyl halide with 2 carbons like C2H5 Br you are using, so definitely you will be using 2 molecules of it, okay? And it results in the formation of C4H10. Means in this reaction, number of carbon in the alkyl halide gets doubled in the alkane product. And this reaction has got a restriction also. You cannot prepare alkane with the odd number of carbons. Means if you want to prepare alkane with the 3 carbon, so it's not a feasible reaction for this purpose. I hope this reaction is clear to all of you. Now next is reaction with magnesium, preparation of Grignard reagent. They are the wonderful class of compounds. Wonderful, simply wonderful. Why? Because Grignard reagent are those particular compounds which can be extensively used in converting one sort of organic compounds into other sort of organic compounds. So they are actually great boon in the organic chemistry. So in this preparation of Grignard reagent, alkyl halide, whichever Grignard reagent you want to make, alright. Related to that, alkyl halide is made to react with magnesium in the presence of dry ether. It is very, very important, dry ether. We are supposed to maintain complete anhydrous conditions. Complete anhydrous condition. Because if you do not maintain this anhydrous condition, then this reaction can be quite explosive as well. Alright. And a lot of problems will be there in the preparation of this Grignard reagent. So, and they get decomposed even in the presence of traces of moisture. So, to prevent all these problems, we are supposed to maintain strictly anhydrous condition, which can be achieved by the use of dry ether. And dry ether also stabilizes the formation of Grignard reagent. Okay. So, Grignard reagent has got a general formula RMgX. Now, suppose I use here ethyl bromide, C2H5Br, and I make it to react with magnesium in the presence of dry ether, which is very, very important to be remembered by you all. So, it results in the formation of ethyl magnesium bromide. See, this is the formula, general formula, where R can be any, X also can be Cl, Br or I. In place of R, even you can have aryl. Means you can prepare C6H5MgX. X can be anything here, Cl, Br, I. To prepare C6H5MgX, you are supposed to use any aryl halide. Like I will be using here chlorobenzene, C6H5Cl, plus Mg in the presence of dry ether. So we get here C6H5MgBr. So Grignard reagent, as I said, they are actually very useful compounds. In the forthcoming videos related to the organic compounds, you will be seeing the use of Grignard free agent. Alright, now we'll be moving on to the next reaction, that is rearrangement reaction. In the rearrangement reaction, haloalkanes undergo actually isomerization. Isomerization means one kind of haloalkane changes into its isomeric form. Alright, this change can be brought about either the presence of aluminum chloride or heated up to temperature 573 Kelvin. It means if we want to convert any alkyl halide into its isomeric form, so we subject that particular alkyl halide to a lower temperature in the presence of aluminum chloride. So presence of aluminum chloride at a lower temperature converts alkyl halide into its isomeric form. You can see here, I have taken 1 degree alkyl halide which has changed into 2 degree alkyl halide, isomeric form. Alright, same here, I have taken 1 degree which has changed into 2 degree. Alright, or we are not using aluminum chloride at lower temperature, then we can make use of temperature, or you heat this particular alkyl halide at 573 Kelvin, then alkyl halide gets isomerized through molecular rearrangement and changes into its isomeric form. So it's a very easy equation to remember. I hope all these reactions are clear to you. With this, the series chemical properties of haloalkane ends.